was a man named Job, once blessed beyond measure now. Well, my story is one of loss, faith, and ultimate redemption. In those days, I was the greatest of all people in the East. 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and a loving family of 10 children. My life was perfect. I feared God and shunned evil. Every day I offered sacrifices for my children, just in case they had sinned in their hearts. But in the heavens, unseen by mortal eyes, a challenge was issued.
Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not put a hedge around him and his household and everything he has? Take away his blessings, and he will surely curse you to your face.
Very well, then. Everything he has is in your power. But on the man himself do not lay a finger.
And so it began. In one day, I lost it all. My heart was pounding, my world spinning. But the worst was yet to come. Your sons and daughters were feasting, when suddenly a mighty wind swept in from the desert and struck the four corners of the house. It collapsed on them, and they are dead. Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised.
Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die.
But my trials were not over. Satan challenged God again, and I was afflicted with painful sores from the soles of my feet to the crown of my head. My flesh wasted away, and my bones clung to my skin.
And are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die. How can you endure this suffering?
Shall we accept good from God and not trouble? In all this, I did not sin in what I said. My heart remained true to God despite my anguish. Then my friends came, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. When they saw me from a distance, they could hardly recognize me. Their faces were filled with horror and pity at my condition. They sat on the ground with me for 7 days and 7 nights. No one said a word to me because they saw how great my suffering was. But when they spoke, their words brought more pain than comfort. They insisted my suffering must be punishment for some hidden sin. I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand on the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. Then suddenly God spoke to me from the whirlwind. His voice thundered, shaking the very foundations of the earth.
Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me, if you understand, who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know.
His words humbled me, showing me the limits of my understanding. I know that you can do all things. No purpose of yours can be thwarted. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes. And then, restoration. The Lord blessed the latter part of my life more than the former part. I had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 donkeys. And I was blessed with 7 sons and 3 daughters. I lived 140 years. I saw my children and their children to the 4th generation. My story is not just of suffering, but of faith tested and proven true. In your darkest moments, remember, the Lord gives, and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. For in the end, it's not about what we have or what we lose. It's about who we are in the face of both blessing and adversity, and who we choose to be when everything we thought we knew is stripped away. This is my story. This is Job's story. May it bring you hope in your darkest hours and strengthen your faith in the light.